Hi, I'm Mark Ells, and this is my town manager update for September 18th through October 8th. And this is an update on the upcoming elections. Registering to vote is at the town clerk's office at 367 Main Street, and the in-person early voting is at 200 Main Street. I've had a lot of people ask me, can I vote at Town Hall? It's at 200 Main Street for the early voting. For the general election coming up in November, last day to register to vote is Saturday, October 26th, 8:30 to 5 p.m. at 367 Main Street. That's Town Hall. Last day to apply for an absentee or early voting ballot by mail for the general election is Wednesday, October 30th by 5 p.m. Last day to apply in person for an absentee ballot before the general election is on Monday, November 4th, and closes at 12 p.m. That's at Town Hall. You vote early in person. It is available for the 2024 elections. An application is not required to vote early in person. Just show up and vote. And you'll be able to do that from October 19th to October 1st, again at 200 Main Street, not Town Hall, 200 Main Street. It's the old Hinckley building. And voting can be found on our website, but basically, we're looking at between 8 and noon on Saturday the 19th, 8 noon on Sunday the 20th of October, 8:30 and 4:30 on October 21st, and that'll be the same all the way through till Friday the 25th. Then it'll go back to 8 a.m. to 12 noon on October 26th, same on Sunday the 27th. And then it'll return to 8:30 to 4:30 from October 28th till November 1st. Hope that's helpful in figuring out how and when you'll be able to vote. I provided the town council and included in my town manager communication an updated budget calendar for fiscal year 2026 operating budget and capital improvement plans. We've begun our capital and operating budget preparation with budget instructions issued to staff last month in September. Town council is scheduled to conduct a joint meeting with the school committee on October 24th, 2024, in accordance with the town charter to review financial conditions and financial policies of the town. Our finance director will be doing that overview. In order to set the town's FY25 tax rate, we are expecting to bring forward the fiscal year 25 tax classification votes at the November 21st Town Council meeting. A presentation on the impacts of the various tax classification options is expected to be presented to Town Council at their November 7th meeting to provide councilors time to review the options before the vote takes place on November 21st. The FY25 proposed assessed values are currently under development, and we expect to submit them to the state for their review before the end of this month. The state must approve the values before the town council can vote on November 21st, and we are expecting the state to issue their approval in time for the town council to act. In accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 44, Section 31D, I have authorized the Department of Public Works to deficit spend for snow and ice removal in fiscal year 2025. Past years, snow and ice removal costs have ranged from no deficit spending to as much as $3.2 million in deficit spending. That was during that big blizzard we had in 2015. The budget for snow and ice in our operating budget is $975,000. It was the same in '24 as well, so we did not increase it in '25. And again, this is in the event we need to spend above that $975,000. I do this every year, and I also give notice that I've done it every year. So we're ready for snow and ice season. On September 10th, 2024, I sent 2 letters regarding the recent Vineyard Wind turbine blade failure. One letter was sent to the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management, expressing concern about the impacts of the turbine failure on the marine environment and the lack of information provided to date on the impacts by regulatory agencies overseeing the project. The other letter was sent to the Massachusetts Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs, asking questions regarding many areas of concern, including state jurisdiction on the matter, ranging all the way through to public safety risk on our beaches. Both letters have been posted to the town manager's webpage under Town Manager Communications to the Town Council. On September 25th, 2024, I met with the Chief of Staff, the Director of Coastal Zone Management, and the Assistant Secretary for Government Affairs for the Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs. And also in that meeting was the Commissioner of the Department of Environmental Protection. We discussed the letter to the state that I'm referring to. And more broadly, we discussed future efforts regarding offshore wind that may affect Barnstable and Cape Cod. We agreed to continue to communicate and coordinate on both the recent incident and, more broadly, offshore wind projects. I'm also coordinating a future meeting, again with the Chief of Staff of Energy and Environmental Affairs, and the Energy Facility Siting Board to continue this discussion more focused on the process that a proposed project goes through when it goes before the Department of Public Utilities Energy Facility Siting Board. So that's not scheduled yet. I do expect it to be scheduled in the coming weeks. And I'll keep you advised as this matter progresses. The next day, September 26th, the Vice President of the Town Council, Craig Tamish, Director of Public Works, Dan Santos, and I met with representatives from Avangrid. The meeting was requested by Avangrid and was to be an update on the Vineyard Wind blade failure incident and the Connector 1 project. That's what it's called now. Most of you probably recognize it as the Park City Wind project. Avangrid requested at that meeting, though, first of all, they gave us updates on both, but secondly, they requested that we commence monthly meetings with them, and that would involve the town council leadership and appropriate staff so that they can provide updates as they progress with their offshore wind projects. We do not have a subsequent meeting scheduled at this time, and we will keep you advised as we progress on this matter. As reported in my last town manager communication, I serve on the Cape and Islands Bridge Coalition. The Bridge Coalition held its second quarterly meeting on September 10th. The Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce provided a summary of its efforts, which include updates on federal, state, and local engagement, current timelines, estimated cost, and funding for bridge replacement. Cape Cod Commission staff provided an economic impact of the canal bridges projects, and I've actually included that as it'll be attached, or you'll be able to access it along with this town manager communication. The Massachusetts Director of Federal Funds and Infrastructure was the guest speaker that day, and he and his team have been instrumental in securing crucial federal funds toward construction of Sagamore and, attempting to secure the funding for the Bourne Bridge. And they provided an update as well that it's a PowerPoint presentation that will be attached as well, so you can look at that if you would like. They've both been posted to my webpage, and as this effort continues, I'll keep you advised. I would point out to the public and anybody listening, this is a really significant effort. It's a priority for the state of Massachusetts. And as we have more information, it'll need to be shared broadly with this region, because these projects will have significant impact. More to come. That concludes my town manager update. And at this time, I'd ask Kate Maldonado, our senior planner for planning and development, to provide an update on our local comprehensive plan and anything else that she believes merits an update. Thank you.
Hello, Kate Maldonado, Senior Planner, Planning and Development. I'm excited to announce that the Local Comprehensive Planning Committee is conducting an exercise to update the town's future land use map with proposed land use study areas that will guide the future of Barnstable over the next 10 or so years. The committee is seeking feedback regarding the proposed land use study areas. Should any of the areas be amended? Are there additional study areas that should be identified? The public comment period is now open and is open through close of business Wednesday, October 23rd. The draft future land use map is accessible for review from the town's local comprehensive plan website. That's barnstablelcp.com via the future land use map tab at the top of the page. The web page includes an image of the draft future land use map with those proposed study areas and provides access to an interactive version of the map with the ability to submit comments live on that interactive map. Comments can be submitted on the interactive map by email to the project email address, barnstable.lcp@town.barnstable.ma.us, or dropped off in person or via mail to the Planning and Development Office located here at Town Hall, 367 Main Street in Hyannis. We also have hard copies which have been distributed at each of the town's libraries, as well as the Barnstable Adult Community Center. If you have any questions regarding the local comprehensive plan update and the draft future land use map, please contact myself, Kate Maldonado, Senior Planner. I can be reached by email at caitlin.maldonado@town.barnstable.ma.us or by phone 508-862-4791. To stay up to date on upcoming meetings and events and to learn more about the local comprehensive plan and get involved, please visit that project website, again, barnstablelcp.com.